Hey everybody. The purpose of this video is to kind of inform people of my process and how I load my classes and workshops and how you can keep up with events and even the ongoings of the art that I'm doing around the Southeast area. So first I just want to say that this is probably primarily directed at the people that I teach on a weekly basis, or people that are attending the workshops or classes regularly, or if you're looking to get started, hopefully we'll be able to cover some of that information for you. But I know people are generally learning to be more tech savvy. I know I certainly am. And as I kind of tweak and improve my process to try and be more efficient, I'm hoping to share that with you to make it more comfortable and easy for you to follow and find the events that you're looking for. So hopefully with this video, it'll create a safe place and a source that you can go back to as many times as you need to reference, but it'll free up some extra time for me to be able to improve the services and the products that I'm able to offer to you. So we'll just start off by saying that there's two primary ways that I keep things updated. One is Facebook and the other one is the website. So you don't have to be on Facebook to follow the events, but I'm going to start there. I do have a personal page that is mine. It's Micah Goguen. That's how you pronounce my last name, is Goguen. And this is me, the person. You're welcome to friend me if you like, but you can also find on my art page, which is Micah Goguen Art. And this page is where I keep all the events. Whenever I load anything is where I post it. You can also view what current students are working on or happenings in the area. I'll try to put little tips and demos and stuff on here from time to time. But I'm going to switch this view so that I can look at it as you would, the viewer. So view page as visitor. Okay, so when you're coming onto the page, this is generally how it's going to look from a desktop. Now it's going to be different depending on what device you're using. If you're using a phone, the appearance and the format's going to be a little bit different, but because they're all so different, I can't really offer all of them. Hopefully you can translate this video and figure out your own device. But essentially you'll have a bar over here to the left that has indicators. The photos that are in here will show you kind of what students have been working on, or things that we've been covering, such as workshop material or things that I'm doing. So it gives you a pretty good overview of the art and the art making. You can see what people are up to, including myself, and what people have been working on. There's also a video tab. So videos, these are any videos that were posted to the page, but a lot of it is like demos or promos. So you can watch some of these. Some of them are hyperlapse, which are speed videos, and then other are just kind of things that I was working on, like start to finish. Some of them are lengthy and some of them are short, but it gives you a brief overview, and they're kind of like free lessons. So they're hosted here and you can watch them at any time. You can also go to the shop, which is linked to my Fine Art America page, so it'll have prints and reproductions and even originals listed through Fine Art America. And then if you click post, you will see the postings that are on here periodically, like new events that are on. It'll go in chronological order so that you can kind of keep up with classes and events that are going on that way as well. Services is a link to commission work or live event painting, portraits, weekly lessons. All of that stuff is here if you need it, but this is just Facebook oriented. There's also a different format as well. The groups is where you can connect to affiliated groups, which in this case I have the Peer Artist and Support group, which is limited to those people that I teach on a weekly basis. But that's just an extra support forum for them to receive additional services throughout. Now the big sugar spot for this is the events. So I'm going to come back up and click on the events here. And what you'll find is anything coming up, it'll post obviously the closest one again, and then it'll start going in chronological order all the way down so that you can see what's going on. So a lot of basic questions I get are what time is this event, what day, what location. So you can see here the location of all the events and the towns that they're in, so that way you'll be sure to pick something that's local to you, unless you're willing to travel. And then if you actually click on the event, which I'm going to click on this upcoming one, the time and the address are both listed right here underneath the event. So please look for that, and be ideally, you can see where and when you're supposed to be at a place, and double check, because sometimes we assume it's somewhere, or sometimes I'll have one event in multiple locations, and you'll want to keep up with which location you're going to make sure that you have the time and date correct. Now, as I scroll down, I'm looking at this going and interested. I never go by that, because there's a lot of people that will click going that just don't end up actually coming through, and there's been a lot of prep and materials set up, and then it's never materialized. So I generally repost, and if you scroll down a little further, you'll see under any event, you'll see like any postings that I put out if I'm updating you. And if you click that you are going or interested, it should notify you whenever I add a post or update to the event. But here, for example, you can see that I posted just a couple of days ago that I've emailed out invoices for those that were interested, and they could pay for the invoice so that supplies could be ordered and available. Underneath that, you'll see a relisting, and I'm going to click on it. And this is when people actually click going, but they go a step further and either email me or message me as directed and let me know that they're coming. Then I will add them to the list. When the class fills up, then I start sending out invoices so that people can secure the spots. Again, I don't want to turn away people because the class is full and then not have the commitment. So once a class fills or becomes close to full, then I will start getting people to pay the invoices so that we can make sure that the class is secured. So you'll usually find a list of people that have literally told me specifically they're coming. But again, if you just click going, I've learned over time and experience not to really depend on that as a market cue. So I'm going to go back to events. Oops. Under the page here. Now again, because I'm administrator, it's different for me on here, but generally the setup is the same. And you can click under any event and just identify if there's still room or what the time is. You'll also find a general description. So I'll come under this other event that's coming up in Ellijay. And it's got about and discussion here, so you can click on either one. There's no discussion about this so far. There's been no information posted. And then if you scroll down, you'll find the details. This usually includes the pricing, which is included here. It tells you exactly what to expect, where to go, and it's even got the link to my website. So you'll always find additional information about the workshop itself under details under the event. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know as far as a detail if you're signing up for an event. So again, you've got the time, you've got the location, and then if you scroll down, you'll have details, and then you'll also have any discussion posts or confirmations listed for whether you'd like to be in the class or not. So if you are able to come back to the page itself, and again, I'm going to switch views so that I can look at it as you would. So this is how the page appears to you. If you click the Contact Us button, it will take you straight to my website, or you can send me a message which links right to my phone, so you can communicate in that way as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Contact Us, and it automatically redirects you to my website and page. So you can also come under Workshops here. You see all the categories here. Store is works that are actually available, and they're categorized in series. So those are works available for purchase. They'll have a red dot on them if they have been sold. We'll click on some just to show. So here's the Still Life series here, and you can click on the object and it'll give you the price and let you know that it is in fact available, and you can purchase items that way. Works are works that are just have been created, but they're not necessarily for sale. They could be things that I've already sold, just to kind of show you a sample or variety of the work itself. You can also click on galleries, and then that way you'll be able to see where works are located, and you can see the different places that you can go to visit if you'd like to see some of my work. And then we'll go to events. Is just like actual events that are coming up. So like I have a demo that's free to the public, the Art Gone Wild, which is at Zoo Atlanta. So these are just free public events where you can come and see me or my work or whatnot. They're not actually any workshops or classes or anything like that. So I do have workshops listed here. You click on that, and again, they're in chronological order. The price is there, the date is there, the location's there, and if you click on it for more details, then you'll even see the image, you'll see the prices here, the limitation. So this workshop in particular is limited to 10 people. It's got the contact reference. This is how you would contact me. Or if I am hosting the event myself, then there'll be a buy now button and you can go ahead and pay for that class. When the class hits its limit, I'll remove the button, and then there'll be no way to purchase it. So I'll actually post that the workshop is full. If you need to contact me, the information's there, including my email and phone number. So it's pretty self-explanatory if you're able to find the one that you're actually looking for. And again, they're all listed in chronological order, so you can just scroll down and find an event near you and then just click and pay. If you're interested in weekly classes, then those are listed here. It tells you exactly the days and times where I teach and the locations, and it tells you how much, it tells you the materials, etc. So all that's listed here on the website, and you can just pick a time slot that's available for you and notify me, and if there's availability, then you're welcome to join us in any of the existing classes. So that's another way to keep on board with it. For those of you that are also in the peer group, if you already are coming weekly, then the peer group, if you once you're accepted into it, you'll be able to find the same type of structure. There's a pin post here that's always at the top if you're looking at your desktop, and there's helpful notes that a student put together that you can download and you can pull up. It just goes over some basic things, including the colors that I recommend for the classes. It goes over some language that I use. It's got some sites and some access resources that you can look at just to kind of get you started and to give you an idea. So if you would like to download that, you can put it in your folder and just keep up with that. In addition to that, if you are to scroll down, you'll see postings from the other students, people sharing what they're working on, tips and advice that you can scroll through and look at. So it's a really safe place for encouragement. It's another added value that people are receiving from coming on a weekly basis. The events, I try to share those here to let people know. But just any kind of tips and info that we can share with one another. Videos, demos, answering questions and whatnot, that's all here within the forum. You can still click on events, and you can also click on videos. Within the forum, if you click on videos, there's a ton of videos. Now, there's also some videos that were posted like on a retreat and whatnot that people just shared. But for the most part, all of these videos are little snippets on how to measure, how to varnish a painting, how to hang a painting, how to correct something. So a lot of times as people are receiving help in class, anybody that wants to video a snippet of it, there's a lot of little answered questions that are here. Now, I couldn't really control some of the random things like here's how to do a headstand that we learned while we were on our retreat. But that was just some videos that one of the students shared, and they were just linked in there with it. So you may find some comical but nonsensical things. But if you come and click on the videos, you'll be able to kind of catch up and refresh yourself on some general questions that have been asked in the past, and we try to archive them here so that people can just share. You can also click on files or videos, and that'll also kind of show you reference to some of the archived material. So hopefully this helps. Again, let's just kind of break it down one more time that if you're interested in taking classes or workshops, then you'll want to like the Micah Goguen Art Facebook page, which means you just like it. The blue thumbs up will be going, and you'll be following it, which means whenever I post or share an event that it'll put it in your news feed. You can also contact me by hitting the website if you just hit contact us here, or you can message me. But again, if you come over to the events tab, and it'll still be available on your phone, it's the same setup, it just may not be in the same place. But click on events, and then you'll be able to click on any event. If you wanted to come to this, you would click on it, and then you could just type in a note and say, I definitely want to attend this. I definitely want to come. and then just hit enter, and it'll come to me, and that way I'll know that you're sincerely interested in it. And then I'll add your name to the list, and then it'll be represented here below, and then you'll see it, and that'll be your confirmation that I know for sure that you're coming. If you don't see your name down here, then that means that we haven't communicated back and forth. Again, if you just click going, I'm not going to know that you're coming. It needs to be communicated back and forth so that I'm certain that you'll be there. Then you can also go to the website, and you can go under the workshop. And again, if I'm hosting it, there will be a Buy It Now button. If I'm not hosting it, there should be a ticket link where you can go and pay for it. Now, you do not have to use your credit card or pay online. If you would like to pay with cash or check, you can certainly do that. My address up until May of 2019 will be the same here. If it's after May of 2019, you just may want to confirm that it is still in fact that address. But you can always mail a check there, or you can message me to confirm that the address is the same, or you can pay cash. But just communicate that with me. That's all that I'm really asking. Just because I send out an automated invoice does not mean you have to pay in that fashion or use PayPal or have PayPal. But just FYI, if I do send out a PayPal invoice, you can pay it without signing up for PayPal. You can just enter your material and pay for it one time. You don't actually have to sign up for PayPal. So it's an easy way to secure it, but just learn the system, pick whatever's easiest for you. But really, it's just about communication and letting me know so that I can better prepare for it, because it's really hard to set up, have all the materials ready, and book the spaces when I'm not certain on the number of people that are coming and who's coming. So this just kind of helps me be a little bit more efficient, and hopefully it helps you too. I hope that you will follow me. You're welcome to also sign up for the there's a sign-up sheet at the bottom here. If you want to update, you can leave your email address, and I have periodic blogs that help you with how to get over humps and how to get started on certain things and tips and whatnot. You can sign up for that, and I'll periodically send it out for you. So hopefully that's plenty of information on how to reach me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and you can also email me, and then I also have a LinkedIn account. So I'm available on multiple platforms, but you don't have to be experienced with all of those. But hopefully that helps you a little bit so that you can find your way and access the materials that I'm putting out on a regular basis. And then that way the questions and the answers to the questions have been archived for your convenience, so you can go there at any time and repeat it as many times as necessary. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in a workshop or class soon.